Hi, and welcome to this yoga for hormonal imbalance class. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention that yoga is not a one-size-fits-all remedy for hormonal imbalance, but it can be supportive for easing stress, which can contribute to imbalances. I always welcome you to consult with your healthcare provider to give you the best course of treatment. With that said, if you're still joining me, I invite you to take a moment to find a comfortable seat. And as you do so, I offer a gentle reminder that everything in this class is optional. You can skip or do anything that serves you. And once you find a comfortable seat, I invite you to join me in a grounding exercise to begin our practice. So if you like, you might place your hands anywhere that brings you comfort, maybe one hand on your heart, the other on your belly, or maybe you place your hands on the ground. And you might choose to join me in a cleansing breath to begin. Maybe inhaling through your nose, nice and slow. Maybe breathing into your belly. And exhale or sigh out your mouth. And with your eyes open or closed, you might start to take note of the surface of the ground holding you, supporting you. Maybe allowing gravity to soften any tension down towards the earth. And you might choose here to notice the points of contact you have with the ground supporting you. Maybe you notice how your feet feel if they're flat on the ground, or your seat, or where your hands are. Maybe you explore seeing if you can really settle into the earth. And we'll be here for a few more moments. Take all the time you need. You might choose to stay here longer. Or maybe you begin to wake up your body, maybe noticing, visually looking, or imagining the space of the room around you. Your eyes are closed, gently batting them open. Taking any movements that feel nice before joining me as we find a child's pose shape. Option to take another pose if you like. If you're joining me, maybe sending your seat toward your heels. Arms can reach forward or melting toward the mat. Soft shoulders, soft jaw. And you have the option to stay here, or maybe you find thread the needle, drawing your right hand under your chest, maybe resting on your right ear, right shoulder. You can also do this stretch seated if you just prefer the arm stretch. If you're in this thread the needle shape, I invite you to gently press into your left hand to lift up, coming back to center and switching sides. Maybe taking a moment to find the version of this that feels best for you and your body today. And gently we'll return to center, maybe lifting up, finding a tabletop shape. Option to roll a blanket under your knees for more comfort, or having your hands as wide as you like. Through a few rounds of cat-cow. On your in or out breath, broadening through your chest, dropping your belly. And on your out breath, rounding through navel to spine. And finding a flow that works for you, even if that means going faster, slower, or finding a different pose altogether. If you like, we can carry forward, maybe crossing out your ankles so that we can send our feet long in front of us, setting up for forward fold. There can be a lot of pressure in this pose to do it perfectly, but I invite you to have as much of a bend in your knees as you need. An option to even place a rolled up blanket or even a bolster under your legs here. And placing your hands anywhere that feels nice for you, maybe rounding in your spine. If it feels comfortable, you might connect with your breath, breathing deep into your belly. You might choose to stay in this forward fold for longer, or maybe we start to ease out gently, being kind to ourselves as we roll up. And if you like, I invite you to join me as we find supine on our backs. And option here to find reclined butterfly, soles of our feet together, knees toward the edges of our mat. And you might choose to add blocks under your knees here or have your heels closer or further from your body. Depends on your anatomy and just what feels nice for you. Hands can rest anywhere, maybe on your belly to connect with your breath or out by your sides. And softening here, maybe you use your inhales to create space and the exhales to soften any tension that might be arising for you. As you're ready, I welcome you to gently come out of this pose by bringing your hands under your knees, gently pressing them back to center. You might take a moment here to windshield wiper your legs, knees left to right, and moving into a gentle stretch by reeling our right knee toward our chest. You can grab behind your thigh or over your shin, maybe pointing and flexing or rotating your ankle. And possibly exploring pressing your low back into the mat if you notice there's a little bit of space there. That might be supportive if you tend to have low back pain or tension. And from here, we'll move into a gentle twist. So you have several options here. Maybe you cross your right knee over to the left side, right arm reaches out, or you can stack both knees here. Option to place a block if there's space between your legs and the floor, or even a blanket under your right shoulder, if you find that's lifting off the ground a little bit. And props are just meant to make you more comfortable. There's no right way, wrong way. It's just an option to support you as you connect with this practice. If you're ready to move forward, I invite you to gently bring your knees back to center. Time reeling in our left leg, finding this pose on the other side. Maybe noticing how one side feels compared to the other. And a gentle reminder there's no better or worse, there's just different. Coming back to center, we'll go and take our twist on the other side. This time, left leg crosses over to the right. Maybe stacking your knees, maybe exploring with arm placements. Settling into the mat, connecting with grounding if you like. Gently returning to center. Take all the time you need. Maybe you reel your knees into your chest and moving into legs up the wall pose. There's several options here. You can use an actual wall or a chair, or you can do what I'm doing and just holding your legs up. You could even prop yourself up on the edge of a bolster or a pillow just to give a little bit more ease and comfort. No matter which version you choose, just know that you can opt out at any time or find something else that's more soothing and softening for you. If you're ready to exit this pose, I invite you to slowly lower your legs down. Maybe notice the sensations as you do this. And the option here to bring your knees to your chest and give a little rocking motion, swaying side to side. For this next minute or so, I welcome you to find anything that you're craving or you wish you'd have more of, or even to end early if you like. Moments like these are really beneficial for embodiment, tuning into what would feel nice for you and following that feeling. Maybe it's nice, maybe you don't like it, but that's all part of the process. Once you found a good stopping point, welcome you to roll to one side, whichever side is speaking to you today. Maybe using your arm as a pillow or using an actual pillow to take a few moments of rest. Maybe send yourself kind words for making it to your mat today, and perhaps acknowledging if there had been any shifts between when you started your practice and how you feel now. And I invite you to come to a gentle seat, any seat that suits you. When you arrive, you might place your hands anywhere that feels comfortable for you. Maybe we take a cleansing breath together, inhaling through our nose and exhale or sighing out our mouth. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for doing this practice with me. And I invite you to leave a comment below which of these poses brought you the most ease and comfort. And I hope to practice with you again soon. From my vulnerable heart to yours, take care.